my speech by saying today is your day until I realized that the chairperson of the Bar Council of India had said that already. I won't say I agree with him, but I'll go one step further by saying that today's India is really your India. That today's India is really your India. You rise today to step from the old to the new anvils of your professional and personal journey. I congratulate your parents, mentors, discipline, and education. Graduation ceremonies represent a defining moment in realizing these virtues. We stand on the shoulders of our 4 generations who dreamed and toiled for us to celebrate institutions of excellence like the National Law School of India University. Today, you rise from the toil and hard work of your families and professors. As Maya Angelou's famous song goes, out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that rooted in pain, I rise. Leaving behind nights of terror, I rise. Into a day that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I rise, I rise, I rise. Everything you have experienced, from the lay between the new and the into this campus, you must have had several questions about your life and the profession. You must have been heavily influenced by your upbringing and social circle. You probably also carried a little bit of baggage. Today you know people who have lived a very different life than yourself. And as you emerge, there is only one steady stream of values that must guide you from now. And those are the values of the Constitution to enter, which internship to pursue, which elective to take, or how to balance that college party with the paper due at midnight. Well, at least for today, the party would be a great choice over any other pressing deadline you would have become used to at NLSIU. Throughout your law school journey, every choice you made was an exercise in judgment, an opportunity to weigh pros and cons, and a chance to align. The process of decision-making is filled with uncertainty. I understand the weight of this uncertainty. But this is hardly anything to be afraid of, because it is precisely in these moments of uncertainty that your character is forged. Whatever your path is in the coming years, your own decisions are likely to have positive consequences, not only for yourself, but to making this world a better place to live in. I urge you to embark on this journey with patience and humility as companions. I want to especially highlight the virtue in being patient. Studies have shown that we have become a generation of short-term gratification. The exigencies of a rapidly changing world, climate change, new modes of entertainment like the social media, and an eagerness to change social evil institutions in a stable democracy take place incrementally. Otherwise, we run the unlikely to create long-term positive changes for your goals. Bearing this in mind is especially important for young lawyers. Your profession will demand your attention. In meeting these demands, you must remember that you are here for the long haul. No matter how much the forced sense of urgency, you must approach life with patience. Let's take the example of Brian Stevenson, a civil rights lawyer in the United States and founder of the Equal Justice Initiative, wrongfully convicted of murder in Alabama and sentenced to death. The case was plagued by racial bias, fabricated evidence, and legal misconduct. Stevenson faced immense pressure and hostility from local authorities and an overwhelming sense of urgency to save Macmillan's life. Despite this, Stevenson didn't rush, patiently working within a system that was slow to change. It took 6 long years of legal battles and courage to stand against deeply ingrained racial injustice. But Stevenson's patience and perseverance ultimately paid off. In 1993, Walter Macmillan was exonerated and released from death row. Judges sometimes ask peculiar questions. I asked one such peculiar question when I was dealing with a review petition against an order confirming a death penalty award. As you know, review petitions and death penalty cases are now heard in open court in the Supreme Court. And I was quite impertinent in asking a question to the lawyer, how long would you take? And the lawyer responded, if you have the patience, I will persuade you that not only is this a case for commutation of the sentence of death to life, but this is a case for a clean acquittal. We gave that little bit of patience that afternoon, but it resulted in the acquittal of the accused. This is a paced era where everything seems to be a do-or-die situation. And these early days of your legal career will be demanding. You may feel inadequate, insecure, and isolated at times. Many of us have experienced this burnout. But remember, you're not alone in this journey. To deal with the obstacles you face, you must build a strong support network. Spend time with your family and friends. Leading does not mean you're alone, even though it may feel so that way at times. Mentorship and guidance to others. Not only people who are younger than you, but people older than you as well need mentorship and learning from you. When you face a tough decision, just do what I do. To paraphrase Sylvia Plath, I take a deep breath and listen to the old brag of my heart. I am. I was asked a few days ago, how do you decide in this vortex of conflict that sometimes comes to you in the Supreme Court of India? And I said, and this is just a shared experience, which everyone may not want to follow necessarily, that once you have heard fairly, you have heard different viewpoints, then you retreat into yourself. And that's when you shut out the cacophony of voices. And then you appeal to something within, which is guided by the eternal values which we are intended to espouse: liberty, dignity, and autonomy of the individual. The decisions you face particularly, and you possess the knowledge, skills, and intuition to make sound decisions. In moments of uncertainty, when you face tough choices, remember to pause and listen to your inner voice. As you make your way through this profession, tough decisions may lead to unexpected outcomes, but they are ours to your generation. With many even opening enterprises to profit from, every heart vibrates to that iron string. Nothing is a last secret, but the integrity of your own mind. Your education at this university has prepared you to face the challenges ahead. Trust in that preparation and yourself. These decisions will be a great marker of your individual character and reflect your individuality. The Latin phrase, nati kesi viris extra, means do not seek for things outside yourself. This advice is particularly pertinent for those of you who are feeling a sense of being lost in a pool of expectations and options. The paralyzing fear of making the wrong choice is universal. I can tell you from personal experience that in uncharted waters, your North Star is your inner voice and individuality. Do not underestimate the power of your unique voice and perspective. As you embark on your careers, take pride in your individuality. Your personal experiences, values, and passions are what will enable you to connect with people around you authentically. Justice Sonia Sotomayor of the United States Supreme Court said,